Evening, folks. Dan Fishizzle again. Right. I've been kicked upstairs today, so I'm on the bed rather than at where I would usually do it is on my computer desk. I'm not on the computer desk anymore. We got rid of the computer, so I'm in the bedroom today, and we are going to be looking at the Vpro. Now, this was sent to me as a prototype testing device. I'm not sure if this is a final product or not. In my opinion, it's not yet, but we'll get into that. It is made of stainless steel 304 grade. It has USB charging capabilities. It can charge a phone, and yeah, it's a single button jobby, very similar to a Smock VMAX. Very similar to a Smock VMAX, but it does have its own charms as well. Right, well, I'll show you what's in the box. I'm not one to do unboxings, so this is just going to be a quick. You get. Should I do this down? Yeah, we'll show you in a second. Right, this is your Vpro box. Right there. That's how it comes. Nice looking box. I mean, as far as boxes go, all of the details on the back. Yeah, just a nice looking little box. Inside the box you will get a Vpro. You will get all of these goodies. Now, what comes in the box is you get these two little cards. One with your user settings. If I do it, yeah, that way. One with your user settings, which are pretty self-explanatory. So, yeah, but again, nice to have a little tactile card to tell you the instructions in English instead of Chinglish. They are really well written little instructions. Yes. And you also get your certificates of approval, which is another nice little touch that is there. Again, nice little touch. Both of the cards have that on the back, so let's wait for the camera to sort out its focus or not. Anyway, what you'll also get is you get a wall charger, or a wall if you would like. It's Vpro branded. It's a bit, yeah. So you get your wall. Again, nice touch. And you also get Vivi Nova alike. Now, this isn't an actual Vivi Nova, so, but it does come with that drip tip right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly fill this Vivi Nova up, because I want to test it as it comes. Oh wait, you get one more thing in the box. You get this USB lead, which is double-ended, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Right, I'm going to quickly fill this Vivi Nova up. I'm going to be using some squid ink, so let's just squirt some of that in there, like so. It's just a basic Vivi Nova fill down the side, don't get any in the centre hole. So right, this drip tip did come with it. It is rather a nice one. Let's see if I can show you, and it gives me a chance to play with my focus. There we go. It's rather a nice little drip tip, actually, I've got to say. Yeah, So, right, while I'm in close the uppy, I'll take you through some of these settings. So, when powered off, all you will see on the display is this. I'm going to change the exposure settings so you can actually see what's going on. Right. When you are without an atomizer attached, this stays at 4 point whatever your battery holds. I should mention this does come with a battery. It comes with an 18650, which is Vpro branded. It's in the device, so but it's just a 2200 mAh 18650. So, right, when no atomizer is attached, you will see just the voltage reading on the screen. This is when it's in power bank mode, and we'll go into that in a second. Right, I'm going to attach an atomizer. We're going to use the Vivionova that came with it. Right, have I got the screen going around? Yes. Right, that is firing at 4 volts at the moment. So yeah, that's it. We're going to go into some settings now. Right, one is your voltage up, and you can go right up to 6 volts, and it should, yeah, there you go, it does round robin, so I have this on this Vivionova set at about 4.4. Right, 4.4 volts. So next menu entry is SO. Now SO is standby, on or off. So SO, on, off. If we turn it on, nothing happens. SO, if we turn it off, we don't get a fire. So that is your safety mechanism sort of thing. It won't fire if SO is on off. So that's the two settings there. So we want that back on because we're still showing the menus. Alright, your next setting is CB. CB is check battery, and it checks the current voltage of your battery, and that is all it does. So after CB we have AO, which is atomizer ohms, and the ohms pop up on the screen. I don't know if you saw that. We'll do that again. 2.80 that says on the screen. So that means that this atomizer currently sitting on top of the Vpro is 2.8 ohms, which is accurate. Right, then we have LO, which is LED on or off. At the moment it's set to on. We'll set it to off, and it fires in no screen mode. So basically like I suppose you could call it a stealth mode if you wanted to, but and then is the setting that makes this differ from the VMAX that I have. This is power. Now power is your variable wattage setting, so this goes right up to 20 watts, which is quite bloody high actually. I'm not using this in power mode, but I'm going to set it to 13 anyway. We're still on LED off, so we'll turn the LED back on. And it's at 13 watts basically. That's what the P stands for. It's something that I've seen a lot on devices when they say power instead of wattage. Wattage equals power. So right, if you limit the current, well, if you exceed the current limit, it will display F1 on the screen. If you have a short circuit, or if your atomizer's resistance is too low, it's showing F2. My VMAX has a habit of showing F2 on rebuildables. This doesn't. This is a solid device at the moment. Now, while we're down here, I'll just show you the device a little bit more. It does resemble a VMAX. The lines are clean. These they seem a bit sharp. Not sharp as they'll cut you, but like they need to be sort of like filed down a little. The same with the hoops. It's probably just me being too picky, but yeah, that's just this is what this is. This is my opinion on this device. So, alright, you have your Vpro branding right there, and you have a button, which is an LED button. So, the 510 connection, which is there. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. Right, there we go. It is, as far as I've been able to gather, a fixed center pin. So if you do have an atomizer with a shorter or a longer than standard 510 connector, you might run into a couple of problems, but I haven't experienced any yet, and I've tried a lot of different atomizers on this and I've not yet experienced that. Right, back down here. Still need to focus a bit better. There we go. Right. The threading on the bottom cap is sort of grindy, but as I did say, this is I believe this is a prototype. I don't believe this is the final device. It does have a hot spring installed, so safety again. Right, when you first touch against the battery terminal, it will flash just to let you know that you're active, basically. So, and that is it. Right, while we're down up in close the uppy mode, I'll show you its charger. Now, this is its charger here. You can take out the battery and charge it in your battery charger, or you can charge your device through this little connection that they've done here. This is double-ended, so what you can do is, I haven't got a USB cable on me at the moment, but you can charge your phone off of your e-cigarette, which is just another little handy feature, I suppose. This charger plugs into the wall wart or adapter, whatever you'd want to call it, and you charge it through the wall. So easy enough. I have tested out the charging capabilities of this by putting it up against my Nexus 7, and it seemed to do alright. The charger outputs at 5 volts 1 amp, so it's not a crap charger by any means. Not some of the ones I've seen with e-cigarettes where they're like 0.3 amp output, and that just takes forever. I did test the charger, and it's pretty safe. There's nothing that could really go wrong with it. So yeah, right. I'm gonna stick this atomizer back on, and we'll talk a little bit about performance and all of that sort of jiggy-majiggy. But that, people, is the Vpro. I will update as soon as I have any more informations or any sort of that thing. But yeah, see you in a second. Right, we are back. So this is the Vpro. Let me just get rid of my vapor because yeah. Oh dear. Right. Now, performance of this is bloody good actually. It's a powerful device, such as you know, sometimes you can be using a device, it'll say that it's certain voltage, and it might be certain voltage, but the throughput of that is, it seems that it can be lower, but with this there's no such problem. I'm just looking for an email because I'm sure I received an email. Right, yes, I did. We have made of high class stainless steel, portable power bank compatible with iPhone, iPad, Samsung devices and all USB devices, which allow you to charge other devices with the USB connection. Right, anyway, high power, high magnification power supply. The power goes up to 20 watts. Variable voltage from 3 to 6 volts. Single button operation, simple and intelligent, made with a level of precision. Yeah, that's it. When the battery is connected with the atomizer, press the button 3 times within 2 seconds to go into the user settings, which I showed you earlier on. And that is about all there is to it. So the email I got didn't really give you any instructions I didn't already show you. So right, performance. I'm using the ViviNova that came with it because it wouldn't be a fair sort of test if I didn't use the atomizer that came in the box. Now, as you can see, this quite shocked me. This ViviNova performs excellently. I haven't used a ViviNova in a while now, because I've moved on to rebuildables, and if I do have to use a clearomizer, I usually use an EVOD. So, but this ViviNova performs really, really well. There is a source for replacement ViviNova heads that fit. I will get the link and I'll post it in the description. Right. This device, it's not ready in my eyes yet, and I'll explain why. When I first received the device and popped out the box, the screen fell out. Now, this is something that I didn't expect the screen to fall out. Obviously, I expected some faults, and that was one. So that's what makes me. It is a prototype device. I'm expecting some sort of shit, basically. So, yeah. The battery it come with, it doesn't seem to last as long as I would like it to. But that's just personal preferences, I suppose. It's a nice little box. The wall charger helps. It's my preferred way of charging the device. I normally use my own 18650s that I charge in my charger, but with this device I've been using the one that come with it, and it performs well. This ViviNova is good. It performs well, and the Vpro itself, if I can find where I put my little era dripper. There it is. Right. It's basically sort of myriad compatible because of that 510 connector, so you can fit stuff like this, which works excellent as well. Yep, excellent. Now back to faults, because when the battery starts to get a little low, say you're on 3.9 volts just for instance, and you've got this set to what I normally have it set at, which is 4.5, 4.6 volts with this ViviNova. It sort of forgets what it's supposed to be set at. I can have it set at 4.6, fire it once, it'd go 4.6, fire it again, it'd be on 3 volts. That's not something I can display in the video because it's sporadic. It might not happen, it might happen, but it's something that can happen. So that's one thing. The other thing I've noticed is the button is very loose. Not loose as it's going to fall out loose, it's just wobbly, and it's something I feel it just needs like an extra mil of plastic on that button and it'll be fine. But it's another thing. The 510 connector is solid. Not had any problems. One thing they could look into, I suppose, is making that ego compatible, because a lot of people would like to use an EVOD with this, I'm sure. And reason being is because an EVOD on this would look kind of sexy. But again, personal opinions, personal preferences. Yeah. I like the fact you get the little user setting cards. I like those a lot. They are good. You don't usually get that, and they are good. So yeah, you get up to 20 watts on this device. That is, most devices on the market at the moment, not including the DNA 20. On my eVic I can go up to 11 watts. Is it 11 watts? Yeah, 11 watts. On my Vamo I can go up to 15 watts. On this I can go up to 20. Now 20 is a lot. I can't see many people using 20 watts, but to have the option there of going up to 20 watts is really good. It's a powerful device. It's a good, powerful device. I said the button's wobbly, but it never misfires. It's a constant firer. It never misses. So yeah, it has a couple of faults that they need to iron out before they release it. But as it stands, I would still recommend this device. I could still say buy a Vpro, they're decent. When they get the faults ironed out that they have, I can still recommend it, but it'd be an even better device than it currently is. This device was sent to me from Really E-Cigarette. This will be sort of like the first mod that they carry, I believe. So it's a good, for a company that doesn't usually stock mods, it's a good mod that they've stocked. I mean, it is a Z Max alike, so people are always going to draw that comparison. I was going to do that in this video, but I didn't think that was fair on this device, putting it up against an established loved device. I didn't think that was fair on this, so maybe that's for another video. But how it stands, it's decent. It works well. It's powerful, like really powerful. Really powerful. It's solid. It's made of stainless steel. I'm gonna be in contact with the guys at Really anyway, and I'm gonna try and help them improve the device to what I would like. Now that might seem, no, actually not what I would like, to what I would like to see, because as it stands it's a good device, but it could be better, and I want them to get the best out of it. Yeah, right, I'm going to leave it there. This is the Vpro from reallyecigarette.com. I believe it's .com. but the links will be in the description anyway, so just go check those out. I've got to stop looking at myself. Look at the camera. Yeah, it's 510 compatible, will work with all your atomizers you already own, unless that you go threaded. I believe it's due to be released around Christmas time, so maybe just before Christmas, so nice Christmas present for someone. And as soon as I sort of get any updates on the device, or if they make any changes, I will shoot another little video and let you know. So right, I've been Dan for Shizzle. I'll see you in the next one.